Hey, can you keep a secret? Because I sure can't. And I'm ready to spill all the newest restaurant secrets for you today here on Disney Food Blog. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. I'm about to fill you in on the latest hidden details, the hush-hush tips, and the unique fun facts about the Disney World restaurants and restaurant updates that happened in 2021. So if you're planning on an upcoming Disney World vacation and you're wanting to hit up one of these new places, let this video help you get the most out of your immersive dining experiences. Also, don't forget to check out the full dining reviews for these restaurants on our YouTube channel and DFB website. I'll make sure to link our detailed reviews of these fun new spots throughout the video. All right, let's start this video in space. When you're being escorted into Space 220 in Epcot's future world, you'll enter a circular elevator, aka a stellarvator, that's designed to lift you 220 miles above Epcot. Okay, not really, but the screen technology above and below makes it look as if you're really ascending into space via a space elevator. So hold on to those guardrails if need be. Now, something really cool about this elevator is that it has both a day and nighttime sequence depending on when you're there. If you make an early dinner reservation for Space 220, you might get the chance to catch the daytime takeoff sequence when you're heading up to the space station and the nighttime sequence when you're descending back to Earth. The only thing that's a little frustrating here is that you can't see the fireworks. Sadly, they didn't program those into the nighttime sequence. Now let's talk bathrooms. You knew we'd get here eventually, right? Now, have you ever heard of an artificial gravity malfunction happening in a bathroom before? Actually, don't answer that. We don't want to know. These bathrooms are worth checking out, even if you don't have to go that badly, just so you can check out the chuckle-worthy atmosphere in Space 220. If you take a pit stop in the Space 220 bathrooms, you'll come across a sign on the wall that reads, "In the unlikely event of an artificial gravity malfunction, fluid vacuum containment systems will engage." Which is funny and all until you really think about the implications of the artificial gravity acting up while you're in the bathroom. Good thing the Centauri space station's got it all under control, right? Also, check out the signs outside the restroom that feature the astronaut people. Even the babies pointing out the baby changing stations are all dressed up in cute little astronaut helmets. Now let's talk about space crossovers, those giant windows wrapping around the dining room in Space 220. Yeah, those aren't just for those breathtaking views of Earth, though that certainly is one of their main purposes. These windows also give you a sneak peek of the activity going on outside the Centauri space station, like astronauts doing all their little astronaut-y activities like walking their dogs and surfing and floating by with their little astronaut families, normal astronaut things. But if you keep watching, you'll also notice some rather interesting crossovers taking place just outside those windows. If you see a shuttle flying past, you might just be looking at the X-2 Deep Space Shuttle, which is the same one you ride while on Mission Space, which happens to be right next to Space 220. Also, you might catch a glimpse of some little Star Wars Easter eggs, like the astronauts that are duking it out during an epic lightsaber battle. You may also notice an astronaut who's playing with something that looks very similar to the Star Wars X-Wing fighter. What do you think? Number 4 on our list of the Space 220 hidden secrets are the exclusive trading cards. Looking for a super unique souvenir from your Epcot trip? Well, how about some Space 220 trading cards? With every purchase of a kid's meal, kiddos are going to receive a pack of these trading cards. Now, the cards are split up into a series, each one being named after a planet in our solar system. There are 6 cards in each series, including one ultra-rare tech spec card. These tech spec cards are stamped with blue foil ink and give a glimpse into the future and current space technology. Whether they be rare or common, each card features custom illustrations and fun space facts for kids to collect. But it's important to note that a kid can only get 1 pack of cards per visit and purchase. Don't feel left out though, my fellow adult friends. You can get these trading cards too. You just have to order a 0-proof cocktail off the menu. Again, you'll only receive 1 pack per visit. You can't order a second 0-proof cocktail and receive a second pack of cards. All right, heading over to France, we're going to talk next about Crepes de Paris. Epcot doesn't have just one brand new restaurant that opened this year, it's got 2. So let's explore those 2. You've got Crepes de Paris, and you also have a quick service option outside. Though what might seem like these 2 crepe locations are 2 sides of the same quarter, they've got different menu options depending on where you choose to dine. At the outdoor quick service location, you can order savory options like cream of brie cheese galette. You can also order sweet crepes like butter and sugar crepe, red berries crepe, and the vanilla or chocolate ice cream crepe. But inside, you can order a salmon galette and the goat cheese galette. Their dessert menu's different too. They offer up sweet crepes like the banana and the poire that includes pear, chocolate ganache, and whipped cream. So study up both of the menus ahead of time and decide which galette and crepe options are going to best suit you and your family. Oh, and in case you're not up to date on the Prix-Fixe menu craze happening in Disney World, let me bring you up to speed. A chunk of Disney World restaurants, both new and established, now have Prix-Fixe menus. What this means is at the beginning of your meal, you'll be expected to pay a predetermined price for multiple courses. There'll be more on this particular topic later. In most cases, Disney World restaurants that have a Prix-Fixe menu for breakfast, lunch, or dinner don't give you the option to choose otherwise, meaning you can't pay for just an entree and skip out on the appetizer and dessert. You have to pay that Prix-Fixe price and order the multiple courses. But Le Crêperie works differently. Their menu offers both individually priced items and a Prix-Fixe menu. The choice totally rests in your hands. For some guests, Prix-Fixe menus are preferable, especially if you've already planned on paying for multiple courses ahead of time. Depending on what you order, Prix-Fixe menus can actually help you save money. However, if you're not someone who usually orders multiple courses, Prix-Fixe menus force you to pay for them no matter what. This is why Le Crêperie's option of having it one way or the other is a really nice touch on their part. It'll help guests decide which payment option is going to be the best bang for their buck. Le Crêperie's Prix-Fixe option is available for $33 during breakfast, lunch, and dinner and includes your choice of soup of the day or salad, one galette with a glass of hard cider, soda, or juice, and your choice of one dessert crepe. Individually, galettes cost $15.95 each and dessert crepes cost around $8.95 each. Now, galettes and crepes, what's the difference? Well, galettes feature savory ingredients to provide you with more of a meal, while the crepes are made with ingredients that will satisfy your sweet tooth. In the table service portion of the restaurant, galettes are folded into a square shape to slightly expose the inside ingredients, while the dessert crepes are folded into a triangle to keep all their ingredients tucked away. Galettes are also made with buckwheat flour, meaning the savory options are gluten-free. If you're trying to find a gluten-free dessert, Le Crêperie de Paris isn't the best option, considering their outer portion is indeed made with gluten. However, if you hop onto the Léal Boulangerie Patisserie line, after your meal, you can find a few gluten-free dessert options here, like the macaron and creme brulee. All right, let's move over to Steakhouse 71 for some hidden secrets here. First of all, the significance of 71. This number is short for 1971, which is the year Magic Kingdom first opened to the public. That's why the hallway leading up to the restaurant's dining room is lined with lots of old photographs of Disney World's development. It's also why having this restaurant open for the first time on October 1st, 2021, Disney's 50th anniversary, was no accident. Steakhouse 71's opening day aligned perfectly with the restaurant's overall theme and Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary. Now, let's talk about some dessert. Let me preface this point by saying Steakhouse 71 isn't a place you need to hit up if you're strictly looking for a sweet treat around property. The desserts here aren't bad, but they're nothing to write home about. That said, the Steakhouse 71 chocolate cake demands the attention of all who order it. This cake is massive, chocolate upon chocolate upon chocolate. How many layers are actually on this cake? Funny you should ask, because it's actually pretty significant. There are 15 layers to this chocolate cake, which just so happens to be the same amount of stories as Disney's contemporary resorts. Coincidence? Nope, not in the slightest. I like the cute parallel of this cake and the resort, but in the end, the chocolate cake tastes pretty much like a standard chocolate cake, so if you're in the mood for a lot of chocolate, it may be a fun option to snap a photo with, but it's probably not going to blow you away taste-wise, and there's a lot better stuff very, very close for that dessert option. Now, another secret is the Steakhouse 71 Lounge. Maybe you forgot to make a reservation for Steakhouse 71, or you really wanted to try that incredible burger at Steakhouse 71, but you can only get a reservation for dinner and you can't get there for lunch. Well, you can always come and try to get a seat at the lounge, which is available for guests on a first-come, first-served basis. Now, a lot of lounges on property offer up a very select menu of lounge bites alongside their extensive list of cocktails, and Steakhouse 71 is the same. However, some of those bites that Steakhouse 71 features on their lounge menu aren't really bites at all. They're just full-on meals. The same meals featured on the restaurant's main menu sometimes. Some of these so-called lounge bites include that wonderful cheesy stack burger that we've all fallen in love with, as well as some PB&J wings, which you can usually only find on the kids section of the regular lunch and dinner menus. So if you're wanting to eat something substantial at Steakhouse 71 and you can't get a last-minute reservation, you can definitely still go to the lounge and fill up on the lounge menu alone. And remember, that amazing burger is not on the Steakhouse 71 menu for dinner. So if you want it and it's dinner time, go to the lounge. And let's talk about saving money. There are a handful of steakhouses around Disney World property: Le Cellier, YACHTSMAN Steakhouse, Shula's Steakhouse, STK. But out of all the steakhouses on property, Steakhouse 71 has some of the most affordable, high-quality cuts. Let's compare price ranges, shall we? At Le Cellier, cuts range from $52 to $59. At YACHTSMAN, you're looking to pay $52 to $59 as well, not including that 28-ounce porterhouse for two, which is going to cost you $139. Shula's has cuts that range from $61 to $69, and STK is going to cost you between $48 and $152. Now, Steakhouse 71, their cuts range in price from $29 to $38. That's right. None of those cuts break the $40 barrier unless you decide to add any sides or sauces. So it's no secret that Steakhouse 71 has delicious steaks. The actual secret here is that the new restaurant might just be your most affordable option when it comes to enjoying a steak dinner on Disney property. And believe me, they do it really, really well. Okay, next we're going to head over to the Grand Floridian Resort for a little change of theming for a place called Citrico's. Believe it or not, this restaurant reopened this year with a brand new look. It is now themed to Disney's film Mary Poppins Returns. But before you stress out, because I know this is a signature restaurant and this is where you had your first date night with your husband or whatever, the theming here is really subtle. It is not going to smack you over the head with the Mary Poppins theme, but it's not hard to miss if you keep your eyes open. Some of the Mary Poppins accents around the restaurant are a little more obvious, like the artwork on the walls, but some of them are very subtle, less on the nose. A lot of the Mary Poppins-esque details are actually depicted through the lighting. Check out the light fixtures with the little robins perched on the edge. These reflect the same type of robin Mary Poppins is decorating her signature red hat in the sequel, but also calls back to the OG Mary Poppins during Julie Andrews' Spoonful of Sugar musical sequence. The cherry blossom chandeliers directly link back to the setting of the movie, which takes place on, do you know the answer? Yep, Cherry Tree Lane. I have no idea if you answered correctly or not. I just want to give you the benefit of the doubt. And the chandeliers in the wine room represent open, upside-down umbrellas, a signature look for the Mary Poppins character in general. And those chandeliers aren't the only place you'll be seeing Ms. Poppins' famous umbrella. You can also see a more exact model of it on a decorative coat rack, which also holds her equally as famous carpet bag, which arguably is one of the most useful items to ever have graced Disney films ever. And I briefly mentioned before that there's a wine room here where the upside-down umbrella chandeliers reside. This is the sommelier room, a special dining opportunity for those looking for a more elevated food and wine experience. This one essentially replaced the chef's domain experience that used to be here before the remodel, but from the looks of it, these are going to be pretty similar. During this experience, sommelier Israel Perez and his team will source boutique wines that pair with Chef Andres Mendoza's signature dishes in a more intimate setting. Reservations can be made for this private room by emailing www.citricos@disney.com and asking for more details and information. From what we've heard, groups of 2 to 4 people looking to book the sommelier room should expect to pay roughly $250 per person. Although this is a nice private way to experience wine pairings if you're wanting to celebrate a momentous occasion with your travel party, or if you're wanting to hold a business dinner meeting, that doesn't mean other sommeliers won't be available to you out in the main dining area during your upcoming visit. Sommeliers will still be available for you throughout your meal, one way or another, to help pair award-winning wines with your entrees of choice. So don't be afraid to ask questions and take some chances. That's what the sommeliers are there for. Now, before you get super excited about booking your Citrico's meal, remember, Citrico's is not open Mondays and Tuesdays. The hours here are limited, just like California Grill. This restaurant's only currently available for dinner from 5 to 9:30 p.m. Also, there is a dress code here. Disney states that men must wear khakis, slacks, or dress shorts and collared shirts. It's okay to wear jeans as long as they're not ripped and as long as they're clean. And a sports coat is not required, but is optional. Women must wear capri pants, skirts, dresses, or dress shorts. The same rules apply for the ladies. Jeans are okay as long as they're in good condition. Basically, don't show up wearing your theme park tank tops and flip-flops. Make sure to bring a nicer change of clothes to slip into after your day in the parks before you dine at Citrico's. And the next restaurant we're going to check out is California Grill. And I know you're saying, AJ, that's not a new restaurant. No, but there are a lot of changes you need to hear about and a lot of hidden secrets. Though California Grill at Disney's Contemporary Resort has been around for a while, recently it switched things up on us by rolling out a whole new Prix-Fixe menu for Disney World's 50th anniversary. Now, if you're not a fan of Prix-Fixe options, just like Steakhouse 71, you can try to grab that first-come, first-served seating here at the bar. Unlike Steakhouse 71, California Grill's walk-up seating isn't necessarily a lounge option. All the tables at the restaurant are limited to those who've made a prior reservation for dinner, so you're going to be seated at the bar. That being said, you'll still be able to order a few a la carte items alongside your cocktails, thanks to the restaurant's limited celebration menu. There's an array of sushis you can choose from, or you can order a sushi sampler if you're having a hard time deciding. But what I love about this limited menu is that they have the 50th anniversary item, the house-made artisan-style duck à l'orange pizza, available, which is a new DFB favorite item. We first tried this after dining with a reservation, meaning we paid the $89 for an appetizer, main course, and dessert, and the appetizer we chose was the duck à l'orange pizza, which is made with duck prosciutto and confit, pickled shallots, orange black mission fig jam, aged blue cheese, and arugula. At the time, the team agreed this was an appetizer that could easily be a main course item because it was delicious, but very filling. But here's the good news. If you want to try this 50th anniversary offering too, you don't have to order it as an appetizer from the Prix-Fixe dinner. You can order it off the limited bar menu and pay an individual price of $23 instead. Of course, that's not the case for all the 50th anniversary items available here, but it's nice to see I don't have to fork over $89 every time I want my duck pizza. And hello, yes, now it's time to talk about more dessert backstories. On California Grill's new Prix-Fixe dessert options, you can order an item called 5 Magical Bites, 50 years in the making. And this plate represents more than just 5 samples of cake. What's so special about this plate, aside from the fact that it's a pretty presentation? Each bite represents the 5 different California Grill chefs that have created specialty desserts for the restaurant in the past. The flavors include honey, lemon, carrot, strawberry, and chocolate. The carrot cake represents California Grill's current chef, Daniel Sicilia, and just so happens to be the best cake of the 5. But that last part isn't a secret, just our opinion. The other cakes are also delicious, just wish there were more of them to enjoy. And it's time for some serious talk. Is this Prix-Fixe menu just going to be available for the 50th anniversary, or is it going to return to quote-unquote normal after the festivities conclude next year? Well, that's hard to say. Though the 50th anniversary specialty items might go away, there's a good possibility the Prix-Fixe menu style might be here to stay. See, in the past, guests would come to visit this restaurant and order only desserts or an appetizer, just so that they could purchase something and have the opportunity to watch the fireworks from the observation deck and avoid fighting those Magic Kingdom crowds. This is a similar situation that happened at Be Our Guest restaurant. Guests would come in and just order a dessert for the opportunity to wander around the Beast Castle. So the Prix-Fixe menu may remain so that California Grill can guarantee to make their money's worth for each party coming in and dining. That being said, the quality of food here is just like it was before, so if you're wanting a nice meal out, that $89 Prix-Fixe menu price can still be a worthy investment. And my next point will give you another secret as to why it may be a better deal than you think. Magic Kingdom has 3 new dessert parties, the Disney Enchantment pre-party, the Treats and Seats, and the Disney Enchantment after party. Well, the pre-party and after party provide you with a spread of desserts, as well as Plaza Garden standing room viewing of the show, all for $99 per person. Disney Enchantment Treats and Seats, on the other hand, takes place during the fireworks and provides seating on the Tomorrowland Terrace balcony. This dessert party costs $114 per person. And California Grill? Well, for $89 per person, you're receiving a full meal, an appetizer, entree, and dessert, as well as a nice view of Magic Kingdom's fireworks. Celebration at the Top is a 2.5-hour cocktail party featuring hors d'oeuvres and specialty drinks. And when Disney Enchantment is about to begin, guests who are part of this cocktail party will be led to the private balcony to watch the show. Now, this event costs $129 per person. So yes, this one is a bit pricier than the dessert parties in Magic Kingdom. You'll have to decide if you'd rather have a private, intimate viewing of the show with a wide variety of snacks and sips, or if you'd rather enjoy desserts directly inside Magic Kingdom and get a better view of the castle projections. The major downside to California Grill's fireworks viewing is that you're not going to see Cinderella Castle's projection show very well. But if your main concern is being able to see the fireworks and not have to fight the crowds, then you'll still get to see the show from the restaurant's 15th story viewpoint. Okay, what do you think? Are all the secrets over yet? No, of course not. You can learn so many more restaurant secrets by pre-ordering the DFB Guide to Walt Disney World Dining 2022. This guide is filled with over 700 pages, actually I think it's like 900 now, of dining reviews, tips, and secrets to help you navigate your 2022 Disney vacation. It is literally everything we know, and that's why it keeps getting fatter and fatter every year, because we keep learning more and more, and there's more to tell you about. It is all of my favorite tips, all of my favorite secrets. There are things in that book that we don't publish on the blog because we don't want everyone to know about it. We want to make it exclusive just to you folks who are getting that guide. So lots of really, really important information and lots of good tips and very, very helpful stuff. If you want to check it out, head over to dfbstore.com. You can pre-order your copy copy of the 2022 version today, and you'll receive an instant download of the 2021 version. So 2 books for the price of 1, basically. And also know this is a no pressure purchase. If you look through the guide and decide it's not right for you, that's cool. Just let us know within 30 days of purchase and we'll return that money to you, no problem. We have a great customer support team that's going to basically refund your money immediately. So check out that guide, dfbstore.com. Don't forget to use code YouTube for a discount. All right, thanks for touring all of these restaurants with us and learning all the new secrets. Now, we know some of these restaurants just opened, so we should have more secrets as we continue to visit them and continue to do reviews of them. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching, everyone. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.